Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here. Come at you with another TTM mail day or mail recap for this week. I also have all the TTMs except for today's Saturdays. I think that's coming a little bit later in the day. According to the informed delivery, there should be at least a few, but that's all right. I guess if I want to do a bonus episode maybe tomorrow, I can do that, or just add it on to next week's recap or Wednesdays or whenever I'm able to do it. But I have several things that I can share with you that came in this week. I've been working on a TTM Blitz after the Battle of the Decades contest has closed. Just random stuff like photos, cards, mostly football, and mostly a blitz for autographs for a cure. So I've been sending out a whole bunch. Hopefully they'll sign at least one or two to donate to Michael's charity. In case you're unfamiliar or curious to what Autographs for a Cure is, there is a link down below to the website and eBay site, but it just goes towards benefiting cancer research through autograph collecting. So definitely go check it out. It is down below if you are curious. And there are several other helpful links and some links to other friends down below as well. If you enjoyed the new intro, there's links to my sister's pages down below as well. She did create that intro for me. I hired her to revamp it and do something new. We hadn't done anything collaborated since 2020, so she kept saying or hinting at, hey, I can draw that better, I can do that better. So if you were wanting a custom intro or maybe some custom artwork done, consider getting in contact with her. I believe she does have commissions open right now, so she is taking on clients. So, but with all those announcements and little formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and get into what we got. So I do have one RTS, unfortunately, come back from voice actor Troy Baker. That one was from my sister. I'll try again. He is a very popular voice actor, so maybe you might recognize him. You no doubt probably heard his voice in video games and movies and shows, commercials, all over. He's a pretty notable actor in that industry. So we'll try again on him. Next up, we got Mr. Don Robinson, who signed 3 baseball cards. Signed the 1990 Upper Deck, 91 Bowman. He won the Silver Slugger for pitchers then, and 1991 Upper Deck. So pretty cool feat for a pitcher, and pretty cool cards that he signed there. Have a few that unfortunately will not count for the Battle of the Decades contest because that did close last week, but did have a few 80s, as I'm sure all of us will get some from the 80s and 90s. That we were hoping would come back in time, but not quite. We got Mr. Rick Skew, who put John 3:16 inscription on one of those, so we know that verse well. So that's pretty cool. Let's put that one on the front. We have, this is pretty cool. I did not see any successes recently from Star Tiger. I'm sure there's on other sites, but the Phillie Phanatic. Beautiful signature there. I don't know if it's actually signed by the person who's playing the mascot, or if it's just signed by, whoever, but hey. I thought that'd be interesting. I don't have very many mascots. I think I got him and the San Diego Chicken now, and maybe 1 or 2 others, and that's probably about it. We also got Mr. Jeff Groth. I actually sent him 2 of these. And it looks like he traded me out for a 92 Donruss, the rookies. So I know the Hot Corners probably likes that one. Hopefully he's already got him. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Jeff Groth. I only had a couple cards of his. Then we go on to football here. We got Mr. Leonard Russell, who played for the Patriots and the Broncos and the Rams, maybe. So he signed one there with the Broncos. Had a few of these wild card. So some of these are going to autographs for a cure. And then he signed the Sports Flicks card. I wasn't sure how that turned out, but it actually doesn't look too bad. So that's kind of cool. So we'll put that one there. Why not? Next up, they wrote, "Keep up the good work" on the back of the envelope. It's Mr. Steve Bono, former quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers. And he signed 3 cards. So we got him action packed. So some of those are for autographs for a cure as well. This did not come back in time for the Battle of Decades, but we got Kevin Butler, kicker for the Chicago Bears. Always a great signer. Does get a lot of mail, so just didn't quite get it to him in time. We got Mr. Neil Lomax, former Cardinals quarterback for a number of seasons there. Found this card, was pretty cool. You can see number 15 there. Is he going to toss it to him, or is he going to fake it? Who knows? But he signed that one. Signed his 82 tops, which I believe is his rookie card. Yeah, it's got to be, because 81 was his first year. And then he also signed one of the protective index cards, so you get a bonus autograph there. Let's do that. This one I forgot that I wrote out to him. It was pretty cool. We got Mr. Tommy Maddox. Signed 3 cards. I just realized that may have been like that when I sent it. Messed up in the corner there. But Tommy Maddox was drafted by the Broncos. Didn't, with being blocked by John Elway. Not gonna be able to go too far with that. So he eventually caught on later with the Steelers. Later on, kind of had some success, battled some injuries, but yeah, overall had a decently long career. Very cool. Never gotten him before. Next up, we got Mr. Ken Avery. I believe this is a new one for me as well. I just sent a photo because I did not have anything else of his. He also played for the Buffalo Bills. This address hadn't been used, at least on Star Tiger. At the time of the sending, now I've seen a few people writing him, but it hadn't been used in quite some time, so nobody had reported anything. So I just thought I'd give it a shot, and here it is. Ken Avery, former linebacker, and that's when he's with the Bengals. So I believe he played in the Bengals and the Bills. Next up, we have former Texas Tech standout running back who later went on to play the Atlanta Falcons for a little bit. Got Byron Hanspard. It's very cool. I did not have any cards of his, unfortunately. I used to when I had that large collection, but not as many anymore. So Byron Hanspard, very cool. It's kind of blocked by Jamal Anderson though at the time, but he's the backup. And we got a basketball return. We got Mr. David Greenwood who signed a couple cards here. I believe he played center, I want to say, maybe power forward. But thought these were some pretty nice photos there. So David Greenwood came out pretty nice. We got some celebrities and singers. This one, David Boran, I believe this is autographs for a cure as well. I want to say, is it True Blood that he's in? Oh, there's several things that he's in. Charmed might even be one. I don't remember, but I believe I sent, this was like, I think he has a production company or something, so I think that's where this was sent. So that's pretty cool. Next up we have actress Barbara Bane, who signed 2 photos, and I believe one of these is for Bruce. So Miss Barbara Bane. She's a new one for the collection as well, I believe. This lady is a singer and actress. This is Michelle Phillips, who signed 1 and 2 and 3, and signing that one for Bruce. So she got popular, I think, during the later 60s, early 70s, her singing career. Next up, we got some returns, well, I didn't send to them, but Scott Masters reached out to them and gave them my address, and he's been trying to contact some World War II veterans and veterans from all over the world, really, and just doing some interviews with them. And these will later be featured in a special World War II episode. We usually cover about 2 or 3 letters. We just weren't really doing those. We're kind of waiting for them to stack up, and then we do several videos each week. So pretty soon, season 3 for this will start, but he'll be featured later. This is Mr. Kenneth Cook. So he is a British World War II veteran. And there's his signature down there, so that should be a fun one to do in the future. And then we got a stacked envelope, I think that has maybe multiple people in here. Let me check. I don't know, maybe it's a letter from his daughter. I think that's what it is. So we got Mr. Howard Davis, who is a Canadian World War II veteran. So she wrote for him a lot of notes there, so we look forward to reading that later. I'll have to see if we can send her a thank you note, because I think she did include her address. So that'd be pretty fun. And then there's all these papers. So like this one. And then we got some pictures of him as well, so those will be covered later on in a separate video, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see those in the future. Definitely be sharing those. There, that won't have the address popping up there. Then we got some NASA returns. I believe I should have looked them up. I've forgotten that I sent this up. This is Sadine Zeldin. She worked in the Apollo program. So, but she signed a couple of, I made these little 4x4s. Kind of like, they're almost like stickers. Or could be turned into stickers and patches, and with the image, but I just made them into 4x4 photos. So she signed the back side of those and just wrote on the back. She was out of town, so she didn't get to see these soon up. That's okay. I think I sent in December, but it's all right. I am happy to get these back. So, and then we have Henry Richter. He is one of the NASA engineers who was the kind of like the supervisor for the first satellite. So you can thank him for a lot of the technological advances that we have, because he oversaw a lot of that. And he did also serve in World War II with the U.S. Navy. He included in a letter here. So it says, Henry Richter was born in Long Beach, California, served a short tour of duty in the U.S. Navy in World War II. From there, he received a BS and PhD in chemistry, physics, and electrical engineering, so he was a very smart person. From the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, California. So he did quite well in school there. Then he went to the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which became part of NASA. While there, he headed up the development of the free world's first Earth satellite, Explorer 1. He then oversaw the scientific instrumentation for the Ranger, Mariner, and Surveyor programs. From JPL, he went to Electro-Optical Systems, becoming a vice president and technical director. And he's next a staff position with the UCLA as development manager of the Mountain Park Research Campus. So then he owned an electronics manufacturing business and was a communications engineer in the LA County Sheriff's Department. And he's still a consultant for the public safety organization. So a whole bunch of things keeping him active. And he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement in 2019 by the Radio Club of America. And there's, if you want to see more about him, there is his website, henryrichter.org. And if you really want to type in all that, you can get to that too for his book. Or these are his books down here. And then this is just more info. So Henry Richter, very cool. And then he also signed that up there. That is his signature, not a copy. It's very cool. Thought that'd be a pretty interesting one right there. All right, so that is it for the TTMs. I do have a couple surprise gifts that came in from a couple subscribers. One coming in from Graphin31 on Instagram. I saw his message on Instagram just recently. He said, "Don't worry, I got you." And I'm like, oh, that must be why I have an envelope from him. So he must have sent a Bubba Wallace card, I imagine. So it says, "Hello. Heard you have been having trouble getting Bubba through TTM. I've tried twice and failed. Here's one for you I got a few years ago. Rob, Graphin31. So make sure you go give Graphin31 a follow if you have Instagram. So thank you, Rob. And look, it's the same card that I sent out, so that's really cool. So yeah, I have not been able to get them, so I always like to try and get different race car drivers whenever I can, especially if I got cards of them. And Adam's Card Closet gave me a couple cards of his, and we were able to get everybody else, but not Bubba. I don't know why. So very cool. Thank you so much, Rob. I still owe you from the last one, so I need to. You're on my list of people to send some things out to. Then we got a little package from Mike Kane, who competed on Team 90s with the Battle of the Decades contest. He sent a little surprise out as well. And I asked if I could show it on camera. Didn't seem like there was any problems there, so go ahead and open it up. Try and save this bubble mailer as best we can as well. I think it's some TTM fuel, maybe. Hey, let me send some autographs as well. So here's the note. Let's read the note first. It says, "Caleb, thanks for all the all-decade challenge. It was fun, and I enjoyed seeing the results that everyone got. Gave me some ideas for working on my own collection. This had to be a lot of work for you and Chase. It certainly was, and I really appreciate Chase hopping aboard and helping me. Here's a small thank you package. Thanks again for helping me make this hobby better. Happy collecting, Mike." And Mike, you'll be getting something. I'll be sending people's packages out throughout the month, really, before I go on vacation. Maybe even a little bit after vacation, we'll see. I sent a few out. I sent 4 out yesterday and today. So, or not yesterday, a couple days ago, and then today. Yesterday. I don't know what day it is. But anyways, I sent 4 out. And then I'm trying to see if I can find the best way to ship, because bubble mailers are quite expensive, but I want them to be protected. So I was thinking maybe some of those hard cardboard envelopes you might be able to get for a slightly cheaper rate, send more out. So we'll see. So I need to do that. But all right. So we got a bag with some autographs in it. Got one going on right in the top, so this must have been one of the ones he got for the contest, maybe. Wow, Henry Cotto, John Curtis, holy cow, are all these autographs? Holy cow, Mike, Mark Clark, Phil Bradley, Mike Birkbeck, Juan Behringer, Dave Baldwin. These are all signed. Tom Bernansky, Brett Austin, that's somebody I don't have. Terry Adams, I don't know if I got him. It's like a tramp. Oh, it's a picnic table. I was like, is that a trampoline in the back? Some of those Stadium Club cards. Wow. And then we got Big Daddy Rick Ruschel, Keith Moreland, Bob Randall. Yeah, we could definitely send these out TTM. I'll definitely try. Phil Madlock, Shane Raleigh, Dave Rosima. We gotta try Dennis Rasmussen again because it didn't work. I think he forgot. Doug Rao, Johnny Ray, Mike Caldwell, Rick Roden, Steve Crawford. Did we get him back? I know we sent to him. Jeff Russell, Joe Carter, Shane Raleigh again, Rick Cerrone, Willie Randolph. He might be tough. He might be able to get him. Who knows? Bruce Bereni. Pete O'Brien. Merv Rettenman. Dave Martinez. Steve Buscemi. Craig Olson. Burt Blyleven. I don't have Burt Blyleven. I know he charges. Bruce Bachty. Don Robinson. Hey, we just got him. Dale Murphy. Bobby Rose. And Russ Morman. So those are some guys that try. And then there's this other bag. More fuel. Davey Johnson, Ken Dixon, Howard Johnson, Ken Daly, Craig Jeffries, Jim Dwyer, Jamie Easterly. If we'll get one of those guys, or maybe all three. Wayne Edwards, Wally Backman, Dave Island, Bob Boone, Gary Green, Jose Cruz, Lee Goiterman, John Candelaria, Eric Gunderson. There's another Mike Caldwell we can send. Scott Geralds, Jim Colburn, Reggie Harris, Pat Coombs, Lenny Harris, Ron Guidry, Mike Hartley, Rich Gossage, Craig Harris, Jerry Dungley, and I think that's Pat Hayden's, not his rookie, I think 78 or 79 is. So yeah, that'll be fun to work through and try and see if we can get their autographs. So thank you so much, Mike, for that. It's definitely, you didn't have to, but definitely appreciate it, and definitely a big surprise for me. So when I saw bubble mail in the mail, I was like, oh, hey, got a cool package. So looking forward to opening that. So there we go. We got to see what's in it. And thank you so much for the autographs. You definitely outdid yourself there. So, but I hope you did have fun. And thank you, everybody, for supporting that contest. Looking forward to doing another one another time. And looking forward to hopefully another junk box challenge soon. So we'll still give you guys the chance to break. Probably wait till more like July or August to start that, but should be fun to see what we decide on. So alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment down below what you thought, and love to hear from you, and I'll see you all later. Bye.